Hi, I'm Karen Perry, and I'm the supervisor for the Personnel Security and ID Office at the Smithsonian's Office of Protection Services. In the Personnel Security and ID Office, we're responsible for issuing credentials for staff who require access to staff-only areas. We're also responsible for requesting the background investigations and reviewing the results. As part of the background investigation process, when interns and fellows come into our office, it's important that they bring their tentative offer letter for employment that was issued by the Office of OFI. They also should bring a signed and completed SI 4008, 2 forms of acceptable identification, such as a driver's license, a student ID, a passport, a birth certificate, a social security card, or a voter registration ID card. You should have 2 of those documents when you come in to be processed for fingerprinting. Once you are fingerprinted, you'll also be photographed. We ask that you not contact the office to find out the results of your background investigation. That information will be relayed to your sponsor and OFI. Once your background investigation is completed and you come on board and start working here, you'll be issued a Smithsonian credential. Your credential will provide you unescorted access to staff-only areas of Smithsonian facilities. Another thing I need to let you know is that if you're not located in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, you can mail in a paper fingerprint card. The paper fingerprint card will be sent to you by your OFI sponsor, and you can go to a police station or a college to get fingerprinted. You may have a tough time with the paper fingerprint cards, but there are still facilities who do those cards. Once you do the paper fingerprint card, you should mail that in along with the OF 306, which is the Declaration for Federal Employment, and the SI 4008, which is the application for an SI credential. More than likely, your sponsor will mail in the application for the credential for you. So it's important that you send us your tentative offer letter so we know who you are, how you're affiliated with the Smithsonian, as well as the fingerprint card and the OF 306. You can also make an appointment online to come in if you're going to be in the Washington area before you actually physically get here to complete that process. We offer 2 ways to be able to be fingerprinted, and one is electronically, which is done here in the office. The other is through the mail-in process. Having a criminal history in and of itself is not disqualifying for a credential at the Smithsonian. The most important thing is that you're honest on the forms that we give you to complete in connection with the Smithsonian credential. Once we get the results back from the FBI, we'll evaluate the information, and if necessary, you may be contacted to ask for clarifying information about any arrest. We realize that people are human, things happen, and sometimes people get arrested. But as I said, the most important thing is to be honest about it and to put the information on the form so that we can discuss it with you and let you know if there is any problems or any additional information you may need to provide us. Once you're issued a Smithsonian credential, it's your responsibility to maintain that credential. The credential should be worn when you're in staff-only areas of SI facilities. If you lose the credential, the first thing that you should do is report it to your OFI sponsor, and they will issue you another 4008 that needs to be signed by them. You'll come over to this office and we'll issue you another credential. However, there is a charge if you do lose your credential, and there's an $8 fee. We have electronic payment, so you can pay for another credential using your ATM or Visa debit card. Once your internship or fellowship is completed here at the Smithsonian, it's very important that you return your credential to us. The credential actually is the property of the Smithsonian Institution, and sometimes we have a hard time retrieving them from our interns and fellows. So please, please, please bring your credential over to the Personnel Security and ID Office where it was issued and turn it in. We have a drop box so that the credential can be placed in that box after hours, or if you come between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., you can give it to one of the staff in the ID office.